Yerp, I did it before you.
Okay.
It was good too.
Yeah. Welcome back.
He hating on my yerp. You hating?
You are tuned into another episode of the StrateGic Behavioral, and I switched it up. I call it the StrateGic Behavioral VybeCast. Ooh, because we be just sitting here vibing and shit.
Okay, I'm done with you.
Yeah, StrateGic Behavioral VybeCast. You
I feel like
me?
that's just the energy we give.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? We just been here vibing, chopping it up, have a good conversation, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it go left, go right, but you know where we always find ourselves at.
Back.
Right back where we supposed to be. You feel me? But yo, it's your boy Kazi, White Side.
On the right side.
Yo, like, subscribe, comment.
Hey.
You know, check out some of the past shows.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Trying to be consistent. As you can see, we back at it again.
Let us know what you want us to talk about.
So, you know, stay tuned, man. You know, we going to keep doing our thing.
We're going to end the year strong.
We're going to end the year strong. We're going to start off the year even stronger. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming in here with some, like, my Hulk Hogan draws on. It's going to be...
Oh, you can buy those?
I already got them.
All right.
Same ones I had from when I was a little boy.
I thought you about to say you got some, but all right.
Oh, right. Yeah, why
Gave you powers. It gave you powers.
Nah, you try to play me. She tried to play me because I got stung by a yellow jack in the top of my ass or the crack of my ass. But
I tell him keep his pants pulled up.
yeah, whatever, yo.
Always got that plumber's thumb.
Yellow jack in places he ain't had no business being. What type of yellow jack go to the crack of the man's ass?
It was sweet.
But yo, like I said, man, like, comment, subscribe, you know what I mean? Welcome to another episode. It's your boy Kazi. I got my bestie over here, White Side on the right side, doing her thing. Mouth full of creamy stuff like she used to having it. What's going on with you?
You want me to say something to you? You want me to say something, but I'm not.
What's going on with you? How you been? How was your day, man? How was this? It's been a wet day out here for the people who work outside.
I was out today. I've been out in the rain.
That's what's up. How was your day, though?
It was good. You know, work. I'm so happy tomorrow's Friday. Did you realize next week is going to be Christmas?
100%, man. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez, I want some snow.
You're never going to get snow in North Carolina on Christmas.
Not on Christmas. I just want some snow by then.
You'll get snow sometime in, like, March.
January? Nah, it's coming in January. It's coming this year.
I don't know. I just had one of my Snap memories come up. It bugged me out. I think we got... 2
got
years ago, we got some snow, like in the beginning of December or something like that around here.
We sure did.
Yeah. That was a couple of years ago. It was alright. Had some days off work.
Man.
Look.
Eating cold spaghetti.
I don't know what I was eating.
I know I made... Whenever it snows, I have to make a pot of spaghetti. Because you can eat that cold.
Help me make sense of that.
You don't got to heat it up to eat it.
I mean, I get all of that, but what does snow and cold spaghetti have to do with each other?
It's a comfort for me. It's like making soup or like a soup.
Yeah, because most people would do chili soup or something like that.
Spaghetti.
But cold spaghetti?
You ain't got to eat it cold. What I'm saying is, in case the power go out or something, it's a meal that you can eat without having to heat it up. And it's spread.
Okay, see, that's why I said make it make sense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can dig it in that sense, you know what I mean? So
it's a meal that's like, and it's fulfilling, and it's like, put that bedding in your tummy, like they tell you. So, yeah.
I don't even know. I don't have a snow meal, you know. But I'm a man. Like on some real talk,
some chicken.
I need help. Somebody help me. I'm slowly realizing, like, when it comes to like in-home survival things, techniques and remedies and things of that nature, I need a little more help. I thought I was good. But I realized over the past year that...
So since you graduated from my cooking school, you say you need to come back to grad school.
No, I mean, I still get busy in the kitchen just to, you know what I'm saying?
Grad school is what you're talking about now.
I mean, no, I'm a master chef. Understand, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you need to come to grad school to get your PhD?
Check out King Kazi on TikTok before the... I don't even know if you heard about this. They about to ban TikTok in America.
Oh, word?
Yeah, they just presented legislation to possibly ban TikTok in America, which I hope they do. But in the meantime, go check out King Kazi on TikTok. See how it gets busy in the kitchen. When you cook it with Kazi, you gonna eat good. You know what I'm saying?
Again.
It ain't gonna be no cold spaghetti like this one.
Let me bring some spaghetti. Let me make some spaghetti. I bet your ass be over there to come get it.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna want it cold.
You ain't gotta eat it cold.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying I say cold spaghetti because most of the time the electricity go out.
Quick story, you know what I'm saying, before we get too deep into the show. What's like a crazy snow story that you have, that you've experienced in life since we talking about it? For me, you got one already?
Yeah,
off the rip? Okay, go ahead. Talk to the people.
I was in middle school, high school, staying over there with my best friend. And we was like, two things happened. We walked to the store. Our parents told us to walk to the corner store up there at the top of the store. On the way coming back, my friend got stuck in like a ditch because we couldn't see the ditch because all the snow was one level.
Yeah.
So we were trying to like pull her. She lost the boot. We had to get the boot back, and she was
about to be gone.
Yeah, like she was like not trying to put her foot down to get wet, but it was like deep because I had my dad like work boots to come up to here. Yeah. Like, man, we was like pulling her. Then we finally like got back to the house. So then everybody was like meet up at the spot. The spot was. It was a house in our neighborhood that they were supposed to be, one of our white friends that, she was really crazy. But anyway, they had moved out, but they had left the doors and stuff unlocked, like they didn't padlock it yet. So, we used to go to...
So y'all done did breaking and entering and everything?
No, I mean, we knew the person that stayed there. They left, and they hadn't padlocked the house yet.
Sounds like a crime to me.
Anyway, so the electricity and the water was still running in the house, so... We went in there and had a whole snowball fight inside the house with me.
I was about to say, I would have threw a party in that bitch.
We had a snowball fight from the boys that stayed down at the other end of the street, and all like people from other neighborhoods and the girls in the rest of the neighborhood. We all was in the house. We was in there having a snowball fight, and we just had like a little party with the heat on and shit. And we had brought food over there, some chips. But then everybody
y'all really went in, like y'all breaking and entering. Y'all turned.
It was a spot. That wasn't the only time, but it just so happened to snow while it was still not got padlocked. But then once it did still get padlocked,
I still found a way to get
exactly. We left a window open. All you had to do was
breaking and entering. PD, come get her. Come get her.
That's how we used to have fun in that house, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I mean, that's a great story. Unfortunately, I don't have one of those. Yeah, I mean, my weirdest or wildest snow moment or snow story is unfortunately me being stuck at Hemsdale. And it snowed and you didn't come to work.
I came to work next
None
morning.
Of your other co-workers came to work.
No, I can't believe that because
the only co-workers that came in were the Africans. Yes.
Because me, Deshauna, and Wale was the storm crew.
This was after. Yeah, this was before
I got
on.
Okay.
So after I got on,
we became the snow crew.
Y'all were gone. Oh, you was there. I don't
Deshauna
know if
was there
Wale
still.
was there.
All of us were still there for a little bit.
I'm not sure. Around this time, all I know is
I came in the next morning.
There.
You were stuck there. I came in the next morning because my daddy drove me in the truck.
I don't remember that. I didn't get a chance to leave, and the power ended up going out.
Yeah, you had it bad.
I was stuck there.
You had it bad.
And the only heat I had was to go to my car, turn the car on.
Who was there?
Me and Neat.
You said in African, so who came?
Whoever the overnight African guys was, I can't remember their name.
Nelson
and the other guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they came.
They came, but they were the only ones that came.
Man, look, because I know what it was. It wasn't my week, so I wasn't planning to come in. Well, it wasn't my week.
I don't believe it.
I do because we alternated. We did weeks on.
But I don't remember it, so I mean, it may or may not be true. But what I will say is this though: crazy thing about all of that. So y'all know, I got the Sonata, not the Sonata, the Zero, and I don't have air conditioning in that car.
You got heat though.
I got heat, but that's the thing though. When it snowed, the only heat that I had was in my car.
Right.
So I went to my car, turned on the heat so I can heat up, thaw out a little bit, right? Fell asleep like 2-3 hours because I was so happy to be warm. And that's how I burnt the cord to the AC.
Turn it on
and
high.
Now I don't have no AC in the car.
So wait, you and Nick was taking turns going to the car going to sleep?
I went to my car by myself and Nick was in the house wrapped up. I should have been a better supervisor, but you know what? She said she was good. I was in that bed. Out of there. You know what I mean? Shout out to Neat. Love you, baby.
We had fun.
There was some great days over there at Hempstead. You know what I'm saying?
There was snowstorms. Oh, it was me. It was me, Wale, and Deshauna. Shout out them.
Yeah, straight up though. You know what I'm saying? But while we on that topic, this is something I wanted to actually do on this show today or whatever, right?
Snap. Okay.
So it's wild, right? You know what I mean? Like everybody see how me and you engage, how me and you rock out with each other. Some people have suspected things or whatever the case may be. Come on, we done had the conversations. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? For me, just looking at the landscape of things and looking at the time of the year it is, whatever the case may be, for me, and you know, just staying on course and with the show or whatever, I wanted to speak on something that I spoke on at your birthday party.
Okay.
But I wanted to do it on this platform.
Oh, wait a minute. Y'all make me cry.
So we're not gonna cry. We already had the initial conversation.
But go ahead. Let's see what we're talking about first.
You know, I just wanted to just like put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like for anybody who see me and see how, you know, me and this woman rock with each other. Like we was just talking about before. I was her supervisor when I met her, and she was one of my best staffs, but she was always out of company policy when it comes to dress code.
Man, but I did my job.
She did her job, but she was not within company policy of dress code, so she made my job harder. So, but whatever though, we not gonna get into that. Yeah, I mean, I would have probably been okay to some degree if she would have wore some sweats like that. But the sweats that she had...
That's because Matt was the one that ripped them.
Oh, whatever. We don't want to go down that road either because at the end of the day, the sweats didn't have pockets. The pockets were torn around the side.
That's okay.
There was holes at the bottom of the
thigh. That was my air. That was my ventilation.
No, you don't need.
And my slides. I never had on tennis shoes.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. You know what I mean? Again,
we're
best
home.
worker, never dress within company policy. You know what I'm saying? But while we were working together, we developed a great relationship, a great working relationship. Yeah, I mean, she kept trying to get me to party with her. But I was like, yo, I don't really do the thing, you know what I mean? I don't blur those lines. Yeah, I mean, but it's crazy because she ended up moving on, getting another job, better position. She actually had the same position that I had, just within a different element, and just happened to reach out to me right after I got fired from the job.
I mean, we were still talking, but you didn't let me know.
Yeah,
but you let me know.
And I've been fired a lot, trust me. But one of the things that stood out to me and that will forever stand out to me is when I was like at a really low point. I think I had just had my daughter, you know what I'm saying? And so for me to lose my job, I really didn't know what was next, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm scrambling to pick up the pieces, and here comes someone who I supervised who didn't owe me anything, you know what I mean, at all. Like literally, she could have just been like, damn, that's fucked up, whatever, so forth and go on. Gave they fake condolences like most of the people in the world do, but she didn't. You know what I mean? She literally like looked out for me, talked to her supervisor, and I want to say it was within a matter of a week to a week and a half. We went from supervisor to co-workers.
Colleagues.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He want to have a handshake, but they come in handy for those moments.
But yeah, though, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, you will never know how much I appreciate you for doing that for me, because you wasn't just there for myself, you were there for my kids, you know what I'm saying? And I, to this day, people who tried to like fuck me and my kids over, I still feel like fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real. I'm so for real. So for real. But to be in a situation where I can actually genuinely say thank you, you know what I'm saying? Now a lot is taking place because I got fired from that job too.
But it wasn't your fault.
It wasn't my fault.
This
you know
one was your fault.
That wasn't my fault. Shout out to my baby mama with your silly ass. But I ain't even gonna go into details about that.
Just know that it wasn't his fault. It was just stipulations.
Mama. It's my baby mama. I'm gonna put it down and be honest.
But it also was like, come on, guys, y'all had already did. We had already did the job. Had already did one.
Yeah, true that.
So it's kind of like,
it wouldn't have mattered if my baby mama didn't lie.
You right. Okay.
And do what she did.
But nevertheless,
it would have been good. But nonetheless,
you still
I still bounce back. You know what I'm saying? And I've been bouncing back and falling and bouncing back and falling and bouncing back again. You know what I'm saying? And as y'all guys to see, I'm still here. But more importantly, not am I only still here, I'm here with somebody who, like, had my back and was there for me when you didn't owe me nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? And for that, you know what I'm saying, for me personally, I just wanted to take this opportunity on camera and for anybody that ever sees this video at any point in life to know that I thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Of course,
like,
boo.
Like, you held me down. This man, what was this, 13, 14 when this took place?
13,
It was 14. It was 14.
Yeah, because I left to go to day treatment at 15.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to say thank you, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
but
14.
outside of that, it's been a moment or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
It's about to be almost 10 years in 2 years.
It is.
Dang.
But 10? I would say for you though, man, I only really want, like, I just wanted to ask you, like, what in that moment made you want to look out for somebody who you didn't really have that personal relationship with? Like, what inside of you made you feel like, yo, this man can use a helping hand?
I mean, really, because we had really just started our friendship, so I really didn't even know that you had just had a daughter, or like I didn't know anything about your kids at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had kept that part of your life kind of to yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we chit-chat and everything like that. We had deep conversations. I think I knew you had kids, but I didn't really go into detail about it. I don't know. I think in just that moment, it was like, when you told me, all I could see was like, dang, that could have been me. Like, because you know what I'm saying? Like, it happened. It was a dumb, like, situation. Like, that could have been me. Yeah. Or, like, I felt bad. Like, dang, if I was there, that wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kind of thing. So it's kind of like,
I definitely believe if you was there,
that wouldn't happen at all.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to say this again. I mentioned 2 jobs that I got fired from. Neither one of them was my fault.
Neither one.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so neither one.
I just want to be clear on that. You know what I mean?
It was good. It was just, again, situational things that you just don't have no control over.
Yeah. I mean, when you're dealing with people and trusting other people to do what they're supposed to do, and then they drop the ball or they do something crazy.
It was just a lot that was going. It was a lot going on though.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
I mean, and then on top of that too, that's the same time that Neat went out with the baby. I was trying to do both jobs.
I was trying to help you. I remember because it happened.
You was doing
That's why I was doing the grocery shopping for you. I was helping with like books and reports. Like, I was trying to help you. So I felt like at that moment, going back to the question, like, dang, I let him down because it was just that day. I just happened to be off that weekend. That wasn't my weekend. So I was like, all right. But I have been like helping you. Like, step up, like, come on, like, you got this, you can do this.
I'm trying to think though,
cause Gail wasn't there. It was a weekend.
Nah, it was a weekend. No, it wasn't. It was a weekday because I was leaving out to go to the office.
Okay.
But I want to say this: if I can remember correctly, it was Willie Mae's fault.
Yeah, that's what you did.
Yeah,
it was
Willie Mae's
fault.
What
it was because you know we did rotation of the 2 teams.
Yeah.
And that was the other team. That was
the slow team.
They just had
deficiencies.
They had some issues.
Deficiencies.
I feel like all
That's
of them.
That's the term that we're gonna use.
Shelby was on that rotation. Shelby was good. She slowly switched to mine because Deshauna left, and then it was just me and Wale.
Shelby just had slightly less deficiencies, but there were deficiencies. No.
It's only because you was with the other 2.
I'm right with you too, Shelby, but you still had deficiencies.
It's because when you with the other 2, they kind of doubt. It kind of make you be like, dang. And then you got to step up to be the lead, but you ain't ready to be a lead because you just got there. So, but
I need that. One thing about Shelby that I did right with though was like she would call and be like, "Look, I don't know
exactly.
So I need help."
Yeah, she would reach out like. She would reach out. Instead, the other 2, they were just like either not do it or just fuck it up. Like, I'm talking about to the point where you can't even fix it. Like,
but I still would hide with them mugs when I got there at that time, and I found like hair products in the bathroom. And I'm talking about these niggas. I leave, the supervisor leave, and they start doing hair at work.
I ain't going no comment.
Cause you got your hair done.
You want my hair done? No. I just knew. Because I've done my hair.
At work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I joke about it, but at the same time, like
it was a last.
the first time I seen Nitra,
yeah,
like take her lace front off like a fitted cap. Was at work, you know what I'm saying? And she the supervisor,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like I walked in the bathroom and it's like hair, and then more hair just in the air. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck is this? Yeah, she's trying to put the lace front fitted cap on or whatever. I was like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It was a job where like if you just got all your stuff done, because I mean think about it. I think we didn't get out to like 10 o'clock. The boys went to sleep at 7.
Yeah.
So you had a good 3 hours of just
doing
nothing.
Q15 checks.
Huh?
Doing Q15 checks.
Yeah, we up. We can do the checks because we up.
But y'all ain't doing no Q15
Man, them
checks.
niggas was asleep. Them niggas was asleep.
You was supposed to do them Q15 checks though.
Nah, of what?
To make sure they sleep and not dying.
We got it. We would check. This what it is. It'd be 3 of us. So say 2 of us are doing hair. The other one is doing the other stuff. Yeah.
You know you ain't got to lie about it.
I'm not. Wale was really good at checking. Like, he was really good at, like, he was the one that he didn't want to do none of the paperwork. So he would do all the extra stuff, and all me and Shauna had to do was make sure all the paperwork was right for all of us.
But you keep talking about that team. That's before I got there.
No, we was that team.
When I got there,
Shauna was leaving out. She was there for maybe like a month while he was there.
Right.
Then it became me, Shelby, and Wale. And it still ran. He didn't like to do the paperwork, so me and Shelby would still do it. That's when Morgan, it would kind of mix up because I think we had to like mix up because we didn't have enough because we kept losing people. Like, what's that little small girl that was like, I thought it was okay to keep a secret.
Yo, I don't even remember her
Ariana,
name,
something like that.
All I know is, yo, just to bring y'all into the conversation. We were working at a group home for children with intellectual disabilities. I was the QP, I was the head of the household, she was direct support, and that's really the gist of how me and her came across each other. All the other people she's mentioning, those guys are her co-workers, they're other direct support staff. The young lady Billy Mae, who messed me up, was the reason I got fired. Shout out to you, yeah, for whatever reasons. But then,
because we own the bigger and better now, so we can't.
Right, you know what I'm saying. I'ma still hold on to that because I ain't gonna. I mean, I was in a pretty decent spot. You caused me a little bit of stress, but you know what I'm saying? They say
it was
sometimes God got to move your feet for you because you're too comfortable where you're standing at.
That's what you used to tell me all the time at that same damn job. You took up
because you complacent. Because you are complacent. You still complacent.
Sometimes.
Right now.
Sometimes.
No, lifetime.
I got better.
Whatever. Okay, a smidget bit. I'll give you a smidget bit.
A little half a step.
Half a smidget?
No.
Yeah, you get a half
a whole smidget.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, you just get a half. You know what I'm saying? Because what you did was outside of the box, but at the same time, it was inside of the box. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Just speaking about, you know, how you looked out for me then, too. You know, and like I said, I just want to reiterate how much I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Just kind of bringing things up to date. I need you to look out for me again, as I mentioned before. I need you to let the little Spanish people know that I'm gonna be coming to get breakfast.
Ain't nobody there that is Spanish, so that's what I'm trying to figure out who you talking about.
It's the little Hispanic lady. Like literally, this is the story. This is how it happened. I went in, I got my breakfast.
Is she
do what I do. I don't even remember
because there's no Spanish people that works breakfast.
It's all Hispanic women that work breakfast. You bugging.
No, you think they're Hispanic. She's not Hispanic.
They speak Spanish?
No, do you know?
Shit, I know Spanish now.
That's what I'm saying. So it had to be because there's only one Mexican lady who help out from housekeeping. The other 2 ladies she's just light skinned and has like nice hair, but she's not Mexican.
But she speaks Spanish though.
She can speak Spanish.
Well, she don't speak English.
And then the other one is Egyptian. Siham, the head person in the kitchen, she's Egyptian.
Okay. So this. I'm gonna give you the breakdown. So is one of the I can't say the short Hispanic lady because all the niggas are short.
Yeah, we all short.
But one of the ladies when I go in there, she's like welcoming. Is it good? How does it taste? So forth and so on. Right. Now, Siham is the head or is she the helper?
No, she's the head.
She's the head cook, right?
She's the one who trains everybody for the kitchen.
Okay, all right, cool beans.
She's the one who do that extra, you didn't.
It's a skinnier Hispanic looking lady, a little older looking.
Yeah.
She
can't speak English. She's
okay.
But that's why I know she didn't ask you all that.
Right.
Because she
was
English.
standing off to the side walkway at the door, and I guess the lady with good hair.
Yeah, she's black.
But she speaks Spanish.
She knows some Spanish.
But she don't know English because she came to my truck. Real talk. She came to my truck. I'm sitting in my truck talking to my bro on the phone. I'm eating, doing what I do. And she come, knock on the door. I'm like, hold on, bro. I get off the truck. I'm like, yo, what's going on? And she was trying to ask me, do I pick up y'all trash every day? But she didn't know how to say it. She was struggling to say it in English or whatever. So I was like, what do you mean? She was like, you eat every day. Do you pick our trash up every day? I said, are y'all over flooding right now? Because I can get it if you need it. You know what I mean? She was like, no, but do you pick it up every day? I said, I don't know what you're asking me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the one housekeeper because she can't speak it, and then she can't she don't know much, a lot of stuff. She talk like that. She don't know much.
Right. But my thing is, why they bothering me?
She want that trash taken up.
But that's the thing. After I was finished eating, I circled, backed up, and I went and looked. It didn't even need to be dumped. You know what I'm saying? So I told her, I was like, different companies, but if you need me, let me know.
She too many words. She ain't know that.
I know. She was very confused in the face when I said that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm like, bruh, you know, I guess like I said, just bringing it back full circle. When you working breakfast again?
I don't know. Because they hired a new full-time person.
For real? So
I might go and help on weekends, help her like on weekends.
I just need you to go in there and just show a picture of me.
Okay.
And be like, this is the breakfast guest.
Oh, breakfast guest.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
For real though, because even now when I went in there, I seen my military friend, my sergeant general, who I was in there when we had.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was down there. We both had similar breakfasts. I felt like a soldier a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this is how.
You had a boiled egg and toast?
Huh?
You had boiled egg and toast?
That nigga had scrambled egg. He ain't had no boiled egg.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. That's how Americans eat. You feel me? Real American soldiers, we like.
You said they had scrambled eggs? Oh yeah, that was
cheese.
Yeah, you might have came.
That's what they've been having most of the time when I go.
Yeah, during the week, most of the time during the week it is scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
I only cook like to make cheese on. I hate making the scrambled eggs. It takes too much time.
I feel like the other ones would take a little more time personally. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, just fast forwarding in our friendship, I need you to be here for me again.
I'm done with you.
And come through with that. You feel me? So,
you
yeah.
Loving that breakfast in the morning. You be there every
morning. Be right on time, I mean. Because, I mean, I could go to Bojangles and get a biscuit. That's $2, $3, $4 a day.
You go over there, you got the
just
whole
pull
option.
up, you feel me? Pull up, you know what I'm saying?
He be over here, I tell you. It ain't even, it's a kind of a grand for a free complimentary breakfast. It's
for
pretty,
sure.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You can make it.
For the free 99.
You can make it good.
For the free 99, please. Sprinkle that little salt, put a little pepper in that thing, scramble that up.
You gotta put some of that sriracha sauce that be on the side.
I thought about it, but I ain't ready for that just yet.
Your
That might blow me open, you feel me? You know, that might do something to me. But yeah, though, put a little cheese on that thing.
Bring your own spinach. You can have your whole little spinach sandwich in there.
Yeah, I ain't got all time.
You do. You got a lunchbox.
Nah, I ain't got time to put an extra stash of spinach. I ain't even go there today. Today was my first time not going. And like 2.5 weeks, because I was like, bruh, I'm going to give y'all a break today. Because maybe
you should have kept it going.
Huh?
So during the week, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out because during the week, it's not 2 people usually.
That's the thing. I don't know what the lady was doing. As I sat in my truck and was eating, she drove around me. I looked up and saw her driving around me.
Oh, okay.
She parked right beside me and then got out the truck. Her truck, she had like a black Cadillac Escalade. Gray Cadillac Escalade. I just went through the whole goddamn Crayola, but either way, it was gray, silver, whatever.
I'll look and see.
And then she came and she tapped on my door, and I'm like, bro, who are you? You know what I mean?
Tap me your door.
For real though.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out because it ain't but 2 people, and I'm the backup person that work breakfast. Ruth help out some.
I'm gonna call you tomorrow when I pull up. Like I'm about to pull up. You can pull up with me. I'm gonna call you on a FaceTime.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, call me on FaceTime. I'm be up.
Because you about
No, because I gotta be up. No, I can pull up with you. You know why? Cause I gotta go up to North Boston to make this dip in the morning.
Oh yeah, okay.
Cause she wanted fresh.
Right. Yeah. Oh, well, pull up then. That's even better.
No,
what time we pulling up? Tomorrow, Friday.
6:30.
Hell no.
You get there at 6:30.
No, I don't. I get there when I get there.
So what time you want to get there? Cause I have to go to her house around 7.
All right, I'm gonna give you a call. Depending on how my joint work tomorrow. If I get to work on time, it might get me 6:45.
You said I get to work on time.
Yeah, if I get to work on time, I'm gonna tell you, I ain't been to work on time in like
That's the other
3
day.
weeks.
No, because the other day you was like, I got to work on time. I was like, you all real early. You was like, I got to work on time.
It must have been like that one day, cause out of that, it's been terrible.
You can get your life together.
No, it ain't. Cause I'm on my way. And I got that email today that I've been looking for too. I'm on my way.
Oh yeah, you really about to be on time.
I'm on my way.
You know about to be on time for the rest of the year.
Look.
For the rest of the year.
Look. Hey, look.
You ain't got but 2 weeks left.
No. I'm gonna be on time next Thursday for sure because I want to make sure that I'm home. I gotta be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed about 4 o'clock because I want to make sure that I'm super presentable. You know what I mean? I need the clear eyes. You know, the skin got the glow. You know what I mean? I'm going to need all of that setup to be official because I got to put on for my city once I step in this room. Yeah, when I step in this room, you know what I'm saying, with KB Moms, I got to be, you know, every bit. So, yeah, next Thursday, it's going down. Yay.
I can't come there. That's fine. That's cool.
So, I'm going to be on time, you know what I'm saying, next Thursday for sure. I might even be early for real.
I think it should be early.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know if I get to work early, that ain't nothing but like 2:45.
18 minutes. You gotta wait. You could actually go and just
get
pull
in
off.
Get
You
to
can
it.
leave at the time you're supposed to leave at. Because on time is technically late. You early, you be on time.
Yeah, real talk. You know what I'm saying? But yo,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Anyhow,
that's fine though. On that same notion, yeah, I'm be on time all week too.
On time from what? Work from home?
I'll be late.
That's bad.
It do be.
That's bad. That's funny though. Shout out to my homegirl Cribble. I met her at a gas station like a month or so ago, and I ain't seen Shorty in like forever. You know what I'm saying? It's so funny because she always in the mirror messing with her face. Like we used to work at ACS together. Like that's how long it's been. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who went to ACS. Hey. That's almost like a rite of passage.
It is. As a grown person.
To this, especially in Raleigh.
When you first come out of school, you come back to Raleigh, you just being in Raleigh, you done worked at that.
Yeah,
you done worked at the Xerox.
And I did 3 stints. Straight up. Did 3 stints.
I did it one time. And I said, and they offered me to stay permanent. I said, oh, hell no. I got to go.
3 stints. I did one with Sprint. Got fired. Damn. I
got fired.
Yeah, got fired
one time in my life.
Yeah, and then you went into full blown panic mode.
I did. I
don't know what to do.
I was like upset. Like what?
They fired me.
Reflect on my person. Is this my characteristic? I'm a person.
Yeah, I'm telling you. But then the fact that you called me,
I did,
and I was like so nonchalant.
He was
about
like, "Oh, it's fine." He was like, "Oh, yeah, that's exactly what you said."
It happens to the best of us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly
Obviously, because it's happened to me several times. You know what I'm saying? But I did redeem myself when I got fired from Sprint. I got hired back on at Humana, and I was one of the top-ranking customer service representatives in the company. I was so good that when I left, I didn't know. When I left, put in my 2-week notice and left, the lady was like, "Can we make a part-time position for you because you're so exceptional at your job?"
I hate being
I was like, "Yo, what's up?" I'll tell you, man, that customer service job helped me with my social skills. Because I was just talking to random people from different parts of life or whatever. One thing that still stand out from me from doing that joint, I hated 2 calls. I got 1 call from somebody who got HIV like in 88, 89. But they was like, I take my meds and I'm good. People act like HIV is bad, this, and that. I'm still standing, I'm strong. I'm on the phone talking about, well, preach about it, sister. Like, yeah, all customer service skills out the window. Started having a conversation with her. Second call, super sad. Lady had ESRD, that's end-stage renal disorder, whatever. Humana said if that's something they call in, they don't cover it. The lady was on the phone. She said, "Sir, if you don't cover this for me, you do realize that within the next month or so, I'll be dead." And I'm on the phone like, shit, please hold. Let me get somebody
that I
can't do nothing about it. I can't do shit. Yeah, I mean, but I think about them two people all the time, you know what I'm saying? And that this lady passed on, God bless her. It's been years, you know what I'm saying? But that was like really, really gut wrenching, you know what I'm saying? To be in a situation
Yeah,
where.
see, I didn't. My summer wasn't. You had Humana.
Yeah, I did Humana Healthcare.
I did Apple, and I was.
With the phones?
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
Apple. Oh,
Okay, cool. See, this the thing though.
People was dumb. This is when I realized that people was dumb. People would call in, give me their phone number. And it was all right. Now, can you see me right here? I said, man, just because you give me your phone number, don't mean that I can see into your phone and see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Or people call, I called to reset my password. I called to get my password. It's just a password. Why would I know? Why would we know your password?
Yeah. See, when I got first fired from ACS, I was with Sprint, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't even Sprint. It was Sprint Boost Mobile.
Ooh, with the church.
Right, but the stupid part for me was how I was. I'm old, yes. I know that. Yeah, I mean, but the wild thing was, so when I was working there, my first stint, I used to smoke a lot of weed. Mm-hmm. So when I was in training, I was always high. So they put us out there on the phones. Now I'm supposed to troubleshoot your phone.
Right.
Man,
hold on, let me look at. I think,
I'm talking about, I would have people on the phone. I would document the reason for their phone call or whatever in the notes that we had to do. Then I'd be like, all right, well, let me put you on a brief hold to see if I can resolve this issue. I put them on the hold, and then we had a system where we were supposed to go into and be like, okay, if this is the reason they're calling, we'll troubleshoot this and ask these questions. So by the time I get to the first possible resolution, if that shit ain't it,
yeah, when you had to go to a different tier,
I ain't really look, bruh.
But you know what?
That shit fucked
I would
up.
move it. I would move it to the next tier because I was like, I don't want to be on the phone too long. They say I'm moving.
Yeah, but that's my thing though, man. I was so irresponsible. I'm talking about real shit. I put people on hold and hang up on them.
I put people on hold to go to the bathroom, so I had to use my break time because I just had to pee.
Yeah.
So hold on real quick. I'm gonna just punch you on a brief hold, and I will leave to go to the bathroom to come back.
That's terrible.
Or I didn't know the answer, and this is when I met my friend Dale. He was working at the Apple place, so I met him at. I would go all the way to his desk to go ask him, like, look, they said this is happening. I didn't hear, because matter of fact, I went through training. You right. It be boring.
Man.
One time I was asleep. I caught myself in class.
Yeah. I mean, especially you go to sleep anywhere.
Man, it was cold, and it was hot outside, so it was like the air conditioning was good in there.
Yeah.
I woke up because I thought I was falling out of the chair.
Oh, that sleep got real.
It got real good. Yeah, I started leaning.
Yeah.
They had put me on the phone to shadow him. So then after I went on my own, when I had questions, I would still just walk over there and like, look, last time you had said do this, but when I did it this time, that didn't work.
That ain't work.
Yeah, I probably done broke like at least 6 people's phones. I know.
Man,
I know. And old people, who giving these old people damn iPhone? This back in the day when you had to have the computer to set it up. They done gave them a phone, but they ain't got no computer. But they ain't got no computer.
They grandkids.
Right, so I had to just send them up to the Apple store. How am I get there, ma'am? That's up to you. Got public transportation. We take one of the grandkids, gave you the phone, take you up there.
Yeah. You know, but yeah, that was some good little times though, man. For real. Like,
Raleigh, though. You said
that's the rite of passage. If you in the 919, the rite of passage to becoming an adult is a stint with ACS. At some point or another, I don't know which company it's gonna be with, but it's gonna be with ACS. You know what I mean? And boy, when I wild thing, boy, ACS had them things.
Nah, that's all it was. It was like Thoughtsville. It wasn't nothing but hoeing going on every day at all. I'm talking about at all. What you call them, call center places?
Oh, 100%, man. I walked in my car one time.
I worked
overtime, and I parked in the parking deck, and I walked to my car. And I'm about to get in my car. It's a row of used condoms right by my car. I was like, bro, in the parking deck? Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't even see stuff in action. I just heard about, like, I had went with one of my friends, and she was going to the bathroom, and she passed. She's like, I'm not bumping into him. I was like, okay. She bumped into him on purpose and was like, excuse me. He was like, he said something like, You gonna bump into me again tonight? And I was like, oh boy, like
that's it.
I was
That's
like,
it. That's
I was
all
like,
it takes.
you. I was like, she said, we got a little something going on. Some nights I go over there.
So you ain't good. You ain't hook up with night when you was working at shift?
Hell no.
Oh wow.
No. Okay. Oh wait. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Here we go.
Yes, I did, and I regret it. I regret it. Matter of fact, my friend James, shout out to him, truck driver. He told me, and I was like, I feel like it was supposed to be me and him. It was supposed to be us three. It was us four supposed to go out. We were supposed to meet at his house. Didn't nobody come. I'm calling James like, where you at? So we just sit in the house, and it just whatever. And James was like, I told you this, and I told you this gonna happen. After that, I was like, hell no. And I feel like I left, like I quit working there like 2 or 3 weeks after that. Now me and James still talk. Never saw that person again. Never spoke to him again.
Wow. So was that your one night stand?
No, I mean, we was on the team. We was on the team together for a while.
Okay.
According to your stipulations.
True indeed. True indeed. Yeah, my situation was crazy, man.
Well, he was a nigga, so I know.
Huh?
I see how the girl reactions was throwing it out there, so I know.
Yeah, but what was crazy at that point in my life, I still was kind of shy. You know what I'm saying? So fix your face.
Before you had locks.
Yeah.
This when you had a brush cut.
Yeah, this when I had the fade. I had the season.
I didn't know you when you had a fade.
You know what I'm saying? I still have some shyness in me now, but it ain't, at the front.
So, okay, that's another topic because I feel like people don't think that people who be like can be real confident, like can't be shy.
A little bit of shy.
Yeah, but half of it is you do it because you are shy. Like I put extra out there because I'd rather get to you before you get to me.
Nah, I don't put extra out there because I'm shy. I'm just shy, but I don't give a fuck at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But though, crazy situation, right? So it was this chick, yo, and from training, I peeped her, and I was like, yo, this mother bad, like dang. But it was like a group of bad girls. Yeah. That all got hired at the same time. Yeah. So I'm like, yo, I'm looking like at the whole group over there. Oh, that pie, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, can I even crack the group? Like, yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, wild story, like, shorty came to my little cubicle, said some slick shit.
Not some slick shit.
Caught me off guard. I ain't even really know how to respond, so I just chuckled, laughed it off or whatever. So she started coming around more often. So I'm like, all right, I hear you. So then we catch each other in passing, catch each other in the break room or whatever. So then she hit me with, yo, I'm going to lunch at such and such time. You coming with me? I'm like, yeah, I'm with you. Shit, I'm about to take a lunch around that same time. No lunch. Yeah. No lunch at all. I know, because I didn't eat. You know what I'm saying? She ate.
Yeah, same thing.
Straight up, yo. Shorty was super free. She had like a drop down TV in her car with
just
porn in it.
Oh, okay.
So
she was okay.
She ready. You know what I mean?
Did they fall off?
She dropped down. Nigga, no, we still intact over here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She drops the TV down.
Because this means she does it on a regular. I said it.
The wild shit was now after the fact we got to know each other. She didn't move like that. She really didn't move like that. Nah, like we was.
I'm talking about outside of work.
No, like outside of work, we was dealing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know what I mean? Just for a brief moment or whatever. But she like put the movie on. I'm like, yo, why you got this? She said, I ain't even gonna lie. When the urge hit me, I gotta please myself. I'm like, what you mean you gotta please yourself? Shorty pulled out the dildo. I'm like, in the car? She was like, I play my pussy on the car all the time. I said, bitch, you gonna die. What the fuck? You about to wreck the car. How you gonna be watching porn, lay it all the way out, playing in the pussy on the highway? She was like, I got it covered. I'm like, all right, I guess, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't even that serious.
Started bopping the top, man. That's a new name. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta be honest with you, like, she like top 5. 10? She top 5. She top 5? She top 5, you know what I'm saying?
After all these years?
After all these years, she's still like top 5.
Do we do top 5 or top 3? Because I feel like that's a difference. Because then, it's hard to put a top 3.
We just gonna stay with top 5. We gonna stay with top 5 or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Because when you narrow it down, you got it down to 2 people. It's hard.
Because it's like, for me, you know what I mean? For me to, nut off a head. Yeah. Is hard.
So that's what I'm saying. So your top 5
if you
make
maybe
it
get
up
that,
there, yeah.
you top 5. You know what I'm saying?
But see, everybody can't. It need to be only 5. So I mean, somebody got to drop out.
We're not gonna get into the specifics, but yo, Shorty got me right, yo. I'm like, yo, I'm telling her, yo, I'm good. You better stop. She not stopping. No. I'm like, yo, for real, like, bro, we gotta go back to work. You better stop. No. She not stopping. Yo, we go back to work. This side of her hair caked up. Yeah. I didn't extra oil sheen, all of that.
That's nasty. That's not oil sheen. No, more like
extra oil sheen, all of that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, yo, that's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, like I said, we had a little brief stint moment, like, you know, afterwards or whatever, how we rocked out. But she ended up going back to her baby daddy. So, you know, hopefully that worked out for them in the long run. I know that if they did, he's a happy fella.
You stupid. What work for you don't work for everybody.
Hey, I'm about to say come on back, but I ain't in that space no more. All right.
Play if you want to.
I ain't in that space no more.
Play if you want to.
I'm not going to play because I don't want to play in that space no more. You know what I'm saying?
Play if you want to.
I'm a different man. I've changed. I trust you know how long ago
I am changed.
Look at me like you know how long ago I had to be like, look at all the hair on my head. This happened when I had a fade. Before I even thought about growing my hair out. So you feel me though? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know which one is worse.
But either way. What? Get out of here. What you wanted to get into this week though, man? You told me you had some stuff on your menu. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Again, you are tuned into the StrateGic Behavior VybeCast.
It's totally off guard, totally random.
White side. Hey. We about to get into random
random
topics. Talk to me.
Could you live any other place in the United States?
Hell yeah.
But what would be your reason?
To see something different. It's simple for me.
To see something, just to see something different.
I want to see something different. I want to feel something different.
Where
I want to
meet
people. I mean, when I think about the United States as far as being in different places or whatever, it's weird because, I mean, this was probably a childish response or whatever. But I know in certain places within the country, other ethnicities are more accepting to black people. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if I was within those different avenues or different spaces, I could then learn different parts. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's like Spanish people in North Carolina don't really mess with black people. But in LA, Spanish people grow up with black people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you just think about it from that perspective, and then you got up north, you know what I'm saying, Asian people deal and engage with black people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it just give you the opportunity to learn different cultures, you know what I'm saying, different things in life or whatever. Like the fact that one of my closest friends, shout out to Aliwa, is from Nigeria. I love that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I tap in with him and I just be talking about shit in Africa. Like I've been there before. You know what I'm saying? And when he posts something in Africa, it's so beautiful to me. I like to see that. Even down to today when I was getting off work, one of the mechanics who fix trucks, I was like, bro, I thought you had quit. I ain't seen you in a minute. He was like, yeah, I just got back. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, for real, where you been at? He was like, I went back home. I think he said he was from, damn, I can't think about where he said he was from, but he's from one of the countries in Africa or whatever. And we just sat down for like 5 minutes and I just chopped it up about what his home state is like, his home country is like. You know what I'm saying? So for me to have the opportunity to see diversity, I love it. You know what I'm saying? It'll make me, you know, it helps me as far as my own intellectual abilities too. You know what I'm saying? And I get to know what I can and can't say, type of shit I can and can't talk. You know what I'm saying? And like, for real though, you know what I'm saying? But
I mean, I asked
like
that
African
question.
women, they be so prideful. I'm like, ugh.
I mean, I asked that question because I was having a conversation with a friend today.
Before you go, an African woman hit me up on TikTok.
And said what?
So I saw a post, and it was 2 African girls talking about. I told you I changed the. Yeah. What's the shit called?
The algorithm?
The algorithm on my TikTok or whatever. Because I got tired of seeing women just shaking ass, no talent ass women just shaking ass, not doing nothing. This shit don't help. No, that's not what I was doing. I fell into a trap for like 2 weeks. Then I had to dig myself out the trap. I had to dig myself out the trap because I don't just want to sit around and watch all of that or whatever. Like I'm more than just sexually deviant type of person. Like, that's not my state of mind.
Right.
Devious is the word I would look for. Type of person, whatever. So, yeah, I changed my algorithm. But anyway, I came across these two girls from Africa, and they were talking about they talked about African men dating American women, but a lot of American men don't date African women. And they had like a nice little spill, a nice little layout of it. So I just went in and commented. I was like, you know what? I like y'all perspective on it. That's pretty dope. And I left it at that. I got back on like at the end of the week, and some chick from Africa was like, hey, how you doing? I think she's from Senegal or somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, all right, nice to meet you, so forth and so on. You know, she was like, how are you doing? I was like, I'm cool. She was like, you in the States? I said, yeah. She was like, hit me on WhatsApp so we can talk sometime. I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. I'm not about to do that shit.
Yeah, they said. You trying to mess with nobody because they from Africa.
No, it's not. I ain't got time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter which part of the states I'm from or where she's from.
It was just weird that she really is.
I'm just good on it.
So from that comment, she's saying, he accepted. I'm going to go ahead and say something
I guess so. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm not even, I ain't even on that type time or whatever. She done added me. She be liking all my little posts, all my pics, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying?
She about to come for you. She trying to get that card.
Whatever. She good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, she's a beautiful woman. Don't get it twisted. She's a beautiful woman.
We just ain't got time for that.
I'm good. Yeah, I mean, I'm good. But anyway, what was you saying? What were you about to go up with it, though? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my little African honey out there across the water.
Don't call you honey. No,
I'm just playing.
I just said, I asked you that because I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and he was like, I don't know why everybody want to escape, like, other places is so much better than what we are in the United States. Because you have a thing of everybody's trying to come here, but really it just seems like it's better. He said, why do you think foreigners are always trying to come here and we're trying to go there? He was like, at the end of the day, it's always government somewhere trying to control. He's like, you may think you get to do what you want here, and there's a lot of stuff they just don't care about here. He's like, but you go to other countries, their whole politics and everything is different, where what they're offering, it seems good, like the rewards may seem good, but at what cost? Because at the end of the day, you're still getting controlled by some type of government or politics.
I mean, ultimately, yes, you could say the same thing about America, though.
That's what we were saying.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really what you believe in. In some countries, you have dictatorships.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? In some countries, you have democracies and so forth and so on. But I think that every country has a dream to sell you on. You know what I mean? People look at America as this beacon of hope and this beacon of light. But speaking to people who've come from other countries, specifically Africans, like one of my clients from like some years ago, they were, I can't remember which part of Africa they were from, but they were colonized by France.
Yeah.
So granted, they were Africans, they spoke French.
Yeah.
But when they came to America, because America was portrayed as this beacon of hope, one thing they told me as well is that, like, how in America they show us pictures of Africa, they show us these poor, hungry, starving kids and so forth and so on. It's not the case.
No.
Poverty is everywhere.
Yeah.
They can make that same America downtown Raleigh commercial. Make that same commercial in downtown Raleigh. Like, it's real. It's real. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But over there in those other countries, when they make these commercials for America, they show this amazing, pretty country, but they show Miami, New York, Vegas, L.A. You know what I'm saying? So they give them this depiction of America that's so far off from what America is. And when she told me, she said she got to America, she said she touched ground in America from Africa, and 2 hours in, she realized she made a mistake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you have all of these freedoms, but again, as you mentioned before, at what cost?
At what cost?
You know what I'm saying? So as far as us, we may go to another country where we may give up what we perceive to be some of our freedoms versus somebody else come here. They may have we have more freedoms, but now you in a shitty educational system.
Right.
You in a fucked up capitalistic society.
They don't care about your food. It's not being regulated right. You know what I'm saying? So when you have too much freedom, they don't care.
Right.
You're experiments. You know what I mean? We're experiments at this point.
I mean, we're not even experiments. I don't think we're experiments. I think that everything in the system is set up the way that it's supposed to set up. They say supply and demand, but at the end of the day, the supplies don't meet the demand. So now they start to manufacture shit that look like you're meeting the demands, but you're not even meeting the demands. Like I seen the video where they was like, you getting red peel potatoes, but you're getting potatoes that have been sprayed red.
Yeah.
They're not even red peel.
Have you seen the one? The genetic made lettuce that they was making?
Nah, I haven't, but I'm pretty sure it exists.
Yeah.
Because the supply doesn't meet the demand.
Try to rip. They was like, try to rip it, and if it don't, you know what I'm saying, it should rip. But some things you get now, it's like it just be twisting, like you know.
Yeah.
Man, that's that fake. That's that fake.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So ultimately, at the end of the day, if we don't learn to grow our own food, we're gonna be fucked.
We are fucked. That's what I'm saying is, and when I say experiment, that's what I say is, it is a lot of stuff here that's banned in other countries.
Right.
But it's not here because guess what? They want you to you have the freedom to choose if you want to hurt yourself or not. But it ain't really freedom because secretly you're still putting it in other food and not saying anything about it. So I get it. Like I was telling, I was like, yeah, we agreed on like I feel like it's that one of those that you think the grass is green on the other side, but at the end of the day, it's still grass. And it has its seasons of being dead, and it has its seasons of being thriving.
I mean, everywhere you go has its pros and cons.
It do.
You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I mean, shout out to America for what it is and whatever it has to offer. But at the end of the day, me personally, I still have a disdain towards myself within this country when I see what it is. But because I'm into the politics the way that I am, you know what I mean, it really has fucked with me even more. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because, and not to just go off to the deep end or whatever with it, but the only reason why someone like Donald Trump can become the president, by the way, fuck all the presidents. I don't want to seem like I'm a fucking Democrat or none of that shit. I'm an independent because Joe Biden ain't shit like that either for real. But the only reason why Donald Trump can become president and influence the millions of people that he does is simply because of the lack of education and the mental health, the lack of attention given to mental health within this country. You know what I'm saying? Like you got these dirt poor ass white people talking about he's for me. Donald Trump wouldn't shake your fucking hand. But they put him on a pedestal as if he is that person. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden, he ain't shit. He act like he for black people. He went against desegregating schools. You're not shit either, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just did what you did, and I'm happy Brittany home and the whole nine. You did what you did to get Brittany home.
My thing is,
but you ain't let go to people in prison in America who got little ass weed charges. Let them out too. You ain't got to trade nobody for that.
I mean, do you feel like it was even like that was my other thing? I was like, do you feel like it was because everybody's talking about why are we trading? Like, is the consequences gonna be bigger than like letting him?
Well, Dr. Umar, shout out to Dr. Umar, opened my eyes to something that I didn't think about when I initially saw the trade. You look at the 2024 election coming up. Him getting Brittany home touched on a couple of different pegs when it come down to the election platform. Culturally. Now you let home a black person who was influencing the culture, bring her back home, right? Black women.
It's a big demographic.
Lesbians. You know what I'm saying? So you take those votes, that demographic of votes, and you start to tally those votes in, celebrity. You know what I mean?
That's what I said, then don't forget about that.
You know what I mean? It's like, yo, we got to vote for him. Look at what he did. Bro, you ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like I said, I'm thankful that this young woman is home. I know that she was held on some bullshit, but that was not a fair trade. No. That's like fucking trading Michael Jordan for fucking John Sally. And John Sally's a good basketball player, but I promise you that if you ain't a true basketball fan, you don't know fucking John Sally. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you don't trade Michael Jordan for John Sally. You know what I'm saying? But they did it, you know, and...
But I feel like... like you said, everything is done for a reason. That was definitely done for...
I feel like it was just a political play.
Oh, of course.
It had to, I mean, I don't view it as no other reason other than that. Because again, if you felt like this woman was wrongfully detained, then you sit your ass back as the fucking commander-in-chief and you look at the landscape of all the wrongfully detained inmates within this country that you put legislation in play for to have these people be wrongfully
Right.
detained and let them out. If you don't let them out, then what are you really doing? What are you really doing? You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like I said, just to kind of get back to what we were talking about as far as going to different countries and doing different things, man, it's really a situation like you damned over here and you could possibly be damned over there as well. You know what I'm saying?
I think for me, what
I say, and I'm sorry to cut you off, I want to go to Canada.
That's exactly what I told him. When he said, well, where would you pick? Because he was like, I think I'll just stay here. I said, truthfully, send me to Canada.
I go to motherfucking Canada.
It's too many benefits for me that I don't care what you do politically.
Right. That's
I don't
real
care
shit.
because I can thrive over
That's
there.
real
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
You know
like,
what I'm saying? But the one thing about Canada is, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think that their country was built on slavery. So when you don't have that original sin of slavery, you kind of have a different dynamics and outlook of what race consists of. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at people through the lens of a person versus the person's color of their skin, you see shit a lot differently. You know what I mean?
I mean, their whole way of living, like, because I want to say someone was like, and I could be wrong, but I think at one point Canada was trying to adopt the 4-day work week, like working Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you something.
Look at you. I told y'all complacency. She worked from home and she still don't want to work another 4 days a week. God damn, man.
I go to the office 2 days out the week. Thank you very much.
So you will go to the office 2 days and then stay home for 2 days and be off for 3?
No.
Yeah, it's good.
I go to the office 1 day.
And be home for 3.
Yeah.
I think I just came across something too. The guy who created, I think it was Henry Ford. The guy that created Ford, he's the one who actually started the whole 40 hours a week, 5 days a week type bullshit.
I mean, you laughing and stuff, but you about to be on the same energy I'm about to be on, so
nah, you bugging. You bugging. No, not. Because I'm going to still have a out in the field job. You know what I'm saying?
There's not that many of them. Most of them have turned to remote in this field now.
I mean, in either case, you know what I'm saying?
So I don't want to hear your mouth. You like,
nah,
I got them little mouth job too.
Because I'm going to still be active. Yo, you know me. I cannot sit still.
You're going to sit, you're going to have to do your work.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. But even in that case, I'm not going to be able to sit. I'm going to do my work, but I'm going to be moving because the whole point of me transitioning to where I'm transitioning to is to give me the opportunity to move more for me and less for somebody else.
Yeah, I got that. I'm just saying, like, yeah. You're going to have the freedom to just
stay home.
I be home, but I be doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
I do. I be doing a lot of stuff.
Alright, I mean, you know.
And now I be out and about.
1 week a month, you might move around a little bit. But for the most part, yeah, you at home. Now, you know what? I take that back. I apologize. For the fourth quarter of this year, you have surprised me in ways that I'm not used to.
And I'm trying to still evolve and get back to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like you said, I'm starting the new year off with a bang. I'm trying to like keep that same energy up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's still in my head a little bit. So I'm really trying to like get to that space of like, I'm definitely not saying I wouldn't care, but understanding that life, I had to live life, like live it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, if go all the way out, you know what I'm saying? Go big, go home, like, and that's my mind frame now. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it definitely put me in a scare. It definitely had me sitting down.
I mean, like we discussed on the last show, man, look, we getting older.
I know.
We're going to get out here and make moves, man, and start living and touching, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no guarantee for whatever it's going to be.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean, before we wrap this thing up, I did want to touch on something that you just spoke about. I just want a quick comment, you know what I mean? Because I touched on it briefly. We were talking about living in other places and things of that nature, or where would we go at? So, and I talked to you about the legislation. I mentioned the legislation that had just been passed as far as banning TikTok in America. How do you feel about that? And do you know what TikTok is from? And do you know the differences between American TikTok and their TikTok?
Well, from my understanding, I thought it came from like over there. Was it Japan or something like that?
China.
Yeah, them people.
Them
And
people. Woo.
those
Kanye West in the
individuals.
building.
Those individuals. I feel like they were showing like, I forgot what somebody said. They were showing like they only show certain things over there. Like they don't see what we see.
Right. So in China, if you're not 18 on TikTok, the only thing you're allowed to see on your trend or whatever is rewarding things. Like, I won a scientific project, or I won a spelling bee, or something.
Probably make you motivated to do
It
something.
motivates you to inspire yourself to be great. But then over here, they send all the stupid shit over here that make people feel like, oh, I could be famous for two-step into a song, or shaking my ass, or doing something that really that really doesn't offer any valuable thing to society.
Money, which is greed.
Say what?
Money, the root of everything.
I mean, I don't know if it's the root of everything or greed or anything. That I feel like it's cyber warfare.
Oh, yeah,
because when they send all of this stuff over here, it weakens the mind of our children.
How you feel like the TV is too?
Yeah, of course, 100%. But as a parent, that's why you got to talk to your kids. But over there, their children are developing this different level of intellect.
They don't even have they don't even have the same, like they don't even watch. The screen time over there is not the same as screen time over here.
Of course, 100%. But it's the ignorance behind the whole ordeal is they're doing what they're doing, but they don't control what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're just gluttons of this type of shit.
Well,
we just developed this type of lifestyle. We have, because America is so capitalistic and trying to be able to not even being able to tell somebody what to do. They made it so hard for you to survive out here that as a parent, like I remember real shit. When I was fucking up in the hood, Miss Rose would fuck my ass up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had neighborhood parents. Now, we're so divided and secluded, there's no such thing as neighborhood parents. One. Two, the parent within your household got to focus so hard on being able to maintain the roof over your head. She barely has the time to raise you, which often leads to opportunities where this motherfucker's going to raise you or the TV is going to raise you. You know what I'm saying? So when you set yourself,
or your environment.
Or the environment, you know what I mean? So it makes it difficult to parent. And because we as a parents get so consumed with shit, we don't ever take the time out to sit down and talk to these goddamn kids. And realistically speaking, and I often say this shit, you know, and it's not a knock to nobody who was around when I was a kid. I wasn't raised. I just grew up. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Or people watching you.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? And in this society, a lot of kids are just growing up.
Yeah. Or having to grow up.
Yeah, they're going to have to grow up. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't talk to them about the significance of what it really means to be an adult, then you're not raising them. You think you buying them all the nicest shit?
I wish you would have saw. You follow Tabitha?
Tabitha the vegan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucks with her there. She from Wilson.
Yeah, down in that area.
Yeah.
She made a post about this today, like exactly what you just said. Like, she realized she got so emotional watching her child graduate from kindergarten. She was like, because she realized that he's getting to the point where this was his time to be a kid, and now because in our society, you don't get that much. You don't get that much time to be a child, and now I'm getting to the point where I have to make,
you gotta
prepare them.
You gotta prepare
before that he's not going to be viewed as a child much longer.
That's real.
And this was like kind of a closing end to his chapter of being a child.
That's
where
real.
Things stay childlike now, and things is all fun and everything.
Yeah.
But now from here on out, it's kind of like, she was like, I'm just scared. She's got half of me is scared. Half of it I'm sad because some of the little kids they had to grow up even before my child did, and they're not here now because it was like a suicide awareness thing. She's
100%.
And she was just like, they didn't make it because they didn't get to be a child, and she just felt so emotional that it was a transition that her child wasn't going to get to be a child for much longer. Like,
yeah, that's real,
the
man.
The span of being a child is coming.
It's short. Like when Junior went to high school, one of the first things I said to him was, "You in the fourth quarter."
Yeah.
He was like, what do you mean? I said, you're in the 4th quarter of childhood. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You've already been there before, but
now,
really, you are really, really there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my kids, yo. Junior, I love you, boy. He been talking like I was telling my mom, it's so weird, just some of the conversations that we've been having, and some of the conversations he had with his mom too. And my mom, the first thing she said to me was, I told you he heard you. He just didn't know how to respond. Now he's learning the language to know how to respond.
He's learning how to communicate.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So just to see him becoming the young man who he's becoming, and watching and hearing him say the stuff he say, it amazes me. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, shout out to my kid. You know what I mean? But again, yo, strategic behavioral. VybeCast.
As your new part at the end.
Yeah.
You so silly.
Kazi. Whiteside. We did it again. Like I said at the top of the show. Like, subscribe, comment. I love all of y'all who watch and tune in.
Good night.
We're gonna keep the thing going.